Hey everybody, welcome back to my nope, not my summer car. Sorry, it's been a long day. Welcome back to BeamNG Drive. We are on the Nürburgring. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. Obviously from up here you can see the way that they optimized it so that it wouldn't, crash my system. But I figured I'd do a bit of a lap around this just kind of get an idea. First things first, let's add the nitro because I'm gonna need that. Uh, been kind of a weird day today. I'm not really sure how far I'm going to make it down the track here, but we're going to find out real quick. So, found this track on the Discord that I tagged in my last video, and I plan on actually uh, keeping this up. I'm going to be doing a couple of videos a week. I'm hoping to do at least 2 videos a week on different mods and making a. Whoop, this thing is very hard to control. We'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and try that again. Oh wow, the tire's all messed up. One of the best cars I've ever driven. I swear I love this freaking thing. On a serious note, let's try this with something that's actually designed a little bit more for this. Something that I've actually got a lot of experience with. You know, my all-wheel drive, badass Subi, basically. And we'll go from there. So, gotta make sure I don't blow anything out on that freaking that hole right there. But yeah, this track is beautifully made. There are a couple of issues I've noticed, like for instance, don't touch the walls. They like to grab your freaking car. But other than that, the game is actually running really well for what this is. I have an issue with locking the brakes up. I do apologize for that. Hopefully I don't do that too much here. But anyways, my goal here today is I want to try to at least finish a lap on here intact. I don't see that happening because the car likes to get a little squirrely, and being on a controller, I can't really treat this as a racing simulator because I can't be consistent with this the way that I would if I had like a steering wheel, which is really frustrating. Also, I better stop and unplug that. There we go. So we are around the first turn on the actual track itself. As long as I can stay consistent, I should be okay. I'm not able to follow the racing line that well either because I keep screwing myself over. The only issue that I run into is it's me that's doing it. It's not the car. It's not the track. The track is really well done. I think they said it was. I mean, every bump here so far seems like it's. If you ever watch actual races on this track, it seems like most of the bumps that are here are the same as it is in the actual track. Like, they did an absolute amazing job porting this over, and I will be leaving a description, or leaving a link to this video in the description so that you could, kind of keep an eye on it yourself. You do have to log in to do it, to download this, but it's really well done, and if you're a big fan of racing like I am, it's definitely worth a shot. I do plan on making more and more passes on this track with different cars. Hopefully I can actually keep them on the road because, like I said, unless you're being extremely consistent, you're going to wreck. You're going to die on this track. I can guarantee it. But so far, I'm doing halfway decent, just in my opinion. I don't have the graphics fully high. The only thing I don't have up right now is, like, everything's on ultra except for the reflection speed, because for some reason that just eats my system up, but everything else is running pretty decently on here. I don't have the strongest computer, so I feel like if I can run this, it shouldn't be that hard to run for somebody that doesn't have the most top-end computer. You may have to turn the settings down to get it to run perfectly, but it's not as bad as what I expected it to be for such a big track. I screwed up. I didn't die. One of my favorite parts of the track is coming up here too, here in a couple of seconds. And I always like trying to do it full throttle because it's one of the fastest sections Man, I really gotta be easy with the brake pedal there. Again, trying to be consistent on a controller is extremely difficult. So I hope you guys can, kind of bear with me a little bit on here. The fact that I haven't wrecked either is, in my opinion, really, really freaking phenomenal. I drive all-wheel drive in real life too, though. I've raced all-wheel drive in real life, and to me, it just makes a little more sense. Oh, I'm gonna smack that wall. Alright, how hurt am I? Oh yeah, I'm pulling to the left a little bit. Oh yeah, no, that's not drivable. So we're gonna actually reset here. I hate to do it, but I at least want to finish the track out to show you guys because I am having a blast with it. If I had ABS on the car, it'd probably be a little bit better too, but I like to run with, I guess, realistic settings. So like if a car comes with ABS stock, I'll run it with ABS. But if it doesn't have ABS stock, I'm not going to put ABS on it. Honestly, it would probably help me out so I could actually lock the brakes up as hard as I could and I won't slide as much, but there's something really satisfying about getting into a turn without killing yourself because I guess it's just the skill that it takes to do it, you know what I mean? But, I don't know, it's just like I'm rambling right now, and I do apologize. This is my favorite part of the track right here, by the way. Honestly, I really want to take my overheat. I'm overheating. I'm surprised about that. You can actually look at my temp gauge right there, and I'm actually overheating. What I'm screwing myself up with is every time I hit the brakes, I lock the damn things up. That's screwing me over really bad. It's throwing the bounce of the car off and causing me to be all over the road. This is actually further where I'm at now. This is actually further than I went with the Centillia. I gotta look up that actual name because I'm always calling it different freaking things. Oh yeah, the little apron here. Oh yeah, freaking love that. I believe there's a second one up here too, and I always bottom out and scrape here real bad. Oh, good lord. I am back. I do apologize for that. So we're actually going to pick up right here, kind of where I left off a little bit. My recording software, something screwed up my recording software and booted me out. So we're going to try this again. So I'm back kind of where I was at before. I am sorry about that. I wish I could do it seamless, like I never left or anything like that, but I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I made this perfectly, it's awesome, and then not do it. So, but this is the last place that I saved at. That's where I wrecked that back there. So we're gonna go ahead and get back to the top of this and see if we can get back a little bit of our momentum that we had. Car's still the same. I didn't do anything to the car. I kind of followed the track and I spawned it where I wrecked at because I don't exactly remember where I was at. Oh yeah, it's those fast turns again, I think. Yep. Nope, nope. I kind of wonder if I could do this. If I make it through lap 1, I may actually try to do this again, but at night. And I'm probably going to try it with ABS because if I'm being honest with you, the lack of ABS is kind of screwing me over because I'm having to be ultra careful and I can't really focus on my line because I'm worried about locking the brakes up, which is kind of frustrating. But I believe right here is where my recording software kind of decided to have a bit of a heart attack. Nope, it's up here on the corner. It's weird using a DCT clutch, by the way. Dual clutch system, I guess. Because I'm so used to, first things first, by the way, I was actually wrong on where I was at. I was not where I thought I was at. There we go. Yeah, anyways, I guess I'm back to what I was saying a minute ago. I have issues with this kind of clutch. I like using my own clutch. Normally what I was doing before is if I play this, I would use my left trigger as clutch and my right trigger as gas. A would be brake because I like using my own clutch. I don't like using automatic in this game, even if it is one of the most realistic. Well, I think it's the only realistic transmission I've ever seen in a game before. But I just really like using. That freaking thing grabbed me. Alright. I would have saved it, but that wall grabbed me. And it didn't want to let go, did it? So, anyways, back to what I was saying. I can't really modulate the brake the way that I want to. So I'm kind of just letting the clutch shift itself, but I am using the sequential version of, like, not version, but the sequential, I'm using manual mode, I guess, for the DCT. I feel kind of dirty doing it because, like I said, I usually run with my own clutch, but if you're trying to race in the game, you need to be able to use as much control as you can, so. Oh, I'm screwed. Maybe not. Yeah, I didn't screw myself over too bad right there, did I? If I had a steering wheel, and I do plan on getting one of those racing sims eventually. Actually, all jokes aside, I found a racing simulator for 150 online. I'd have to get my steering wheel and all that stuff, but I had cockpit and all that stuff. Oh, I did it again. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm not the best driver with a controller. I'm a shooter. I'm not a racer usually, but I love cars. I love racing in games. It's just normally I'm not trying to be fast at this game. The way the suspension moves, the way the weight distribution kind of works in the game is one of the best physics-based games I think I've ever played with. What's that? Oh! Holy crap, this is the long straightaway. Oh shit! Those have collision. Those have collision. Alright, so now that I just had a damn heart attack, we're going to go ahead and slide back through here again. And I'm going to do a little bit of a modification to the game, to the car anyways, and I will be right back. So we're going to start off right here. I'll be right back. Running a manual transmission because I love manual. I don't know why. I just like the sound of it better, I guess. So it's actually going to be a little bit of a slower shift, obviously, but I also decided to use the Stage 2 block, and we're going to go ahead and go from there. I am going to try one thing, though. I'm going to see about racing at... Okay, so we can. I don't want to go too dark because I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see it, so we're going to speed up by... Nope. Okay, we're going to go back an hour. So we're going to do this and see how this looks. Dude, those lights are not liking my frame rate. Oh, and I did turn on I did put on ABS. It's realistic ABS. It's not the one through the settings. It is actual an ABS module. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of whoop. I screwed myself up right there already. Now I believe I'm actually having to rev match. I don't think I have anything else on besides clutch assistance, so I could actually use the clutch without killing myself. So I'm gonna have to let off the throttle each time that I shift and tap it every time I downshift. So that's the way that I like it anyways. Okay, maybe I don't have it set up. Either way, it's fun to, you know, kind of play around with things a little bit differently here and there. I definitely feel like I'm going faster though. I guess I'm a little more confident in the car now that I did that lap. And wide open throttle. Okay, so I do have to let off the throttle in between gear changes, otherwise it will over rev between gears. Alright, I am not following racing line very well here, but it's okay, I guess, right? Some of these very fast turns, absolutely amazing. You know, I just realized I know I'm going faster. Because I actually am going faster. I have a stage 2 block now, not a stage 1 that it comes with stock. Just listen to that freaking car though. God, that thing sounds amazing. I remember whenever we first got this car, it did not sound anywhere near this good. We had that old crappy sound effect. But now we have the sound of the transmission, the straight cut gears, we have the sound of the motor a lot better, the sound of the turbo, you can hear it. And if you screw up the car enough, you can hear certain parts of the motor being messed up, like, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can actually hear ticking whenever the oil is messed up, all kinds of stuff. I'm hoping I don't get caught up with one of these turns here, because sometimes I'll screw up and forget about a turn in an area and just come hauling ass into it and be like, whoop, well, that's it for me, I guess, right? Oh yeah, I'm definitely holding it on the road a lot better than I did last time. I don't know why it was so bad last time. I guess I'm not playing for so long, you know? Oh, I screwed up right there. That's what I'm telling you. It kind of caught up with me a little faster than I wanted it to. Sorry about that. I hate wrecking like that when I'm trying to be serious with it, you know. But I mean, that's what happens if you're not a professional freaking driver, you know. You'll screw up, you'll make mistakes, and thankfully, with it being a game, you don't got to worry about them being life altering or anything like that. Thankfully, but the speed that I was going there, I don't think I would have walked away from that accident. Roll cage and all that stuff or not. I don't have a seat in the passenger seat. Oop. Huh. I thought there was a passenger seat in this thing. I never even realized. I know the rally version does because obviously co-drivers and all that stuff, but yeah, it's whatever. I also realized I've said it's whatever like 35 times in this freaking video now, so damn it. Stop getting distracted, dude. Woohoo! We're gonna go ahead and turn that back around and save it there because the car screwed up again. I need to focus back on my line again. Oh, get back over here. I'm not holding the apron very well. Eventually, I do plan on getting a motion simulator rig, and I'll be playing this with a motion simulator. But that sim is about $6,000, and I don't really know if I want to spend $6,000 to play a game, you know. But it would definitely be a fun thing to kind of try out and see how well everything is shaped. I found a rig though. They're on a website called DOF Reality. I'm hoping to eventually have the money to do one of those, but I mean they cost more than the car now, so I'm gonna wait. Obviously, I'd rather get a fun car to drive in real life than that. But at the same time, man, I'm actually excited about one. I can't wait to have the money to get one. I just realized too, I didn't finish what I was saying a minute ago before my recording crashed. I found a racing cockpit on online that I'm gonna look into getting. It's 150 bucks. It's custom made. Has a power seat in it, so I can actually move the seat back because I'm kind of a bigger guy, obviously, from what you guys can probably tell. But I want to get that and a direct drive wheel, and then I'll try this track like that again too. But I'm hoping that he still has it by the time I can get around to getting a hold of him. Am I good? I'm good. Okay, we're good. It's flowing to the left a little bit, but not like it was. Not like it was the last time I hit it. One thing I'd love to do is get a couple other players on this and see if we could actually survive an entire lap. And this time I gotta remember that, well, I'm gonna open it up a little bit if I see the things. They kind of crept up on me a little faster than I wanted to last time, but we're gonna stay here because I think this is the opening here. I see him. Hey, boys.